This is an overview of all the bosses that I want to kill. I will be starting on a fresh account, however there is a catch. I will not be playing as a normal account and neither as a hardcore Iron Man. I will be playing on a custom hardcore main game mode, so I can trade other players and use the GE. However, I cannot die, and if I die the series is over. So the series ends when I have defeated all bosses in this overview or when I die. Let's get into it. In between quests around Lumbridge, I'm pickpocketing the men to get 5 thieving. There we go, 5 thieving. Now I can finish the cook's assistant. Cook's assistant completed. Restless Ghost completed. While I was in Varrock for the Rune Mysteries quest, I also picked up a bunch of spades to make some starting GP so I can get around the game faster with teleports. Afterwards, I did the Varrock Museum quiz to get a quick boost in Slayer and Hunter levels from level 1 to 9. More spade collecting while doing Romeo and Juliet. Instead of picking up spades, I'm now doing a better moneymaker of buying farming tools cheap from the farming shops. Now that I have a bit higher HP and also some starting cash, I'm gonna focus on some combat quests like Waterfall Quest, the Grand Tree, Fight Arena to give me a big boost in the starting levels. This is the Grand Tree done, a nice boost in attack levels. I'm currently in Ardoin doing a couple of quests and I'm also gonna focus on completing the easy Ardoin diary because that gives the RD Cloak 1 and that's a very nice teleport later on when I'm unlocking the fairy rings. This is the easy RD diary done. I want to put the XP lamp on agility, but I need level 30, so I'm gonna get that real quick. I have made a custom RuneLite plugin that tracks my current status and the hours that I'm alive, up until there's not really a point in tracking the amount of hours anymore. Main reason I did this was to learn how plugin development works and also because I thought it would be a cool idea to show that as an addition at the start of the account. However, running this plugin is a lot of extra work compared to just launching RuneLite itself. I could not get this plugin to the official RuneLite plugin hub because then I would need a feature to store all the hours alive of all accounts compared to just my own account on my own PC, and I could not get that to work. If you would like a separate video where I talk about RuneLite plugin development, let me know in the comments. Also, I kept up stacking clips for way too long before getting into the actual editing with the editing tool. That is also why you will see at the start of the account the clips are from before Sailing was released. Now let's get back into it. Waterfall Quest done. Tree Gnome Village done. Fight Arena done. I also did the Queen of Thieves quest, which is a nice starting boost in thieving XP. I bought some cheap runes and I'm gonna start splashing a bit with Windstrike. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna grow my kitten to a cat. My kitten has grown into a cat and I'm currently preparing for a quest that will be a bit more challenging compared to the previous ones. It's called the Iclarin's Little Helper and it will be an insane early level boost in thieving, agility and woodcutting. I'm gonna need a bit more profit to buy a bit better gear and that's why I'm at the saw shop. I'm buying iron and steel nails and selling them on the GE. I'm finally almost done with the quest boss. That took a bit because my range is not accurate at all, but neither is the boss, so I think it's worth it. There we go, quest complete. That's a nice boost in early skilling levels. This will be the end of the Tower of Life quest, also for the early skilling level boost. Besides the early money maker of buying iron and steel nails, I'm also grinding unicorn horns into unicorn horn dust, which is around 500k profit an hour. I'm doing the Knight Sword because it gives 12k smithing XP. And it's a pretty short quest, already done. The Tourist Trap is another great quest to do early on, because it gives almost 10k agility XP. Next quest in the quest grind is the Sleeping Giants for 6k smithing XP. The Feud for 15k thieving XP. Now I can also start blackjacking, which is a great method for early thieving training.
Completed.
Also the Fremennik Trials completed. This quest gives lots of XP in different skills, which is a very good early level boost. I did a couple other quick quests and I'm currently training my woodcutting for the Lost City quest. So this is where the account is standing now. Most combat stats are in the 40s, 40 agility as well, almost 40 thieving. My woodcutting is 32 and I need level 36 for the Lost City quest. The other stats are in the 20s or 30s as well. It's time for the boss fight, but it's not a thrilling fight at all because it can be easily safe spotted. The boss is dead. Now it's time to finish the quest. And also I'm gonna get a bunch of extra branches from the tree because I will need that later on. There we go, Lost City completed, and I'm gonna continue with Fairy Tale Part 1. And this is Fairy Tale Part 1 completed. And this is the end of the Creature of Frankenstein quest. This gives a ring that I will need for the Garden of Tranquility quest that I'm gonna do. I'm still waiting for my plants to grow for the Garden of Tranquility quest. In the meanwhile, I'm also gonna start doing birdhouse runs every once in a while, because that will be the method for me to train Hunter. This is finally the Garden of Tranquility quest completed. This took a while because I had to wait for all the plants to grow. The Dwarf subquest of Recipe for Disaster completed. A lot more to go, but Recipe for Disaster always a good quest for the Barrows Close. And this is Death on the Isles completed. Actually insane XP for an early quest. 10k thieving XP, 7.5k agility XP and 5k crafting XP. This is the boss fight of In Search of the Myrique, but it's not thrilling at all because I could just save spot it. And that's In Search of the Myrique completed. I'm just training prayer for a bit in the house party world in someone else's POH. A very nice milestone coming up with 43 prayer. So that's Protect from Melee unlocked. And this is In 8 of the Myrique completed. Now I'm gonna splash for a bit and then continue questing. So yeah, I've been splashing for a bit because I love the AFK training. Currently level 52 magic and now I'm gonna do the Golem quest. The Golem completed for 1k crafting and thieving XP. And yeah, after that more questing, getting a bit boring, but it's a good way for an early account to get levels. Very nice milestone, because I just unlocked fairy rings, which is insanely useful for the rest of the account. And another quest completed. This time it's Horror from the Deep and also some nice XP in Strength, Range and Magic. With Horror from the Deep I also unlocked the books and I'm quickly gonna buy the pages from the GE. Those give some nice small bonuses on a low combat account. I was looking at the wiki for some money making options. I'm just doing my Birdhouse run now and then I'm gonna try making Ultra Compost. According to the wiki, it's about 800k profit an hour. Everyone's favorite quest completed, the Underground Pass. And now I'm gonna do Contact. Finally, at the end of Contact, it's a very annoying quest. The main reason I did this quest was for the boost in range levels, because it gives a total of 14k in XP lamps. And now I'm level 38 range. Another quest I'm doing for more range XP, this time it's Temple of the Icov. Little trick here, if you equip ice arrows, you can actually just use another throwing weapon. So I'm using knives for that, combined with a Ring of Recall for more damage. And this is Temple of the Icov done for 10k range XP and 8k fletching XP. Now I've also passed level 40 range, which means that I can splash without needing the Cursed Goblin staff, which will be cheaper. Enlightened Journey completed for some nice overall XP in different skills. After Enlightened Journey I trained my fire making up and now I'm doing Wintertodt because this will actually be the first boss of the list to be completed. That's one down and a lot to go. I did some more fire making at Wintertodt because I will need 75 eventually for Desert Treasure 2. Let's see what I get. Wow, that's crazy. For those that don't know, the Tome of Fire is 1 in 1k and the Bruma Torch is 1 in 150. That's crazy to get those at the same time as well. For me, the Tome of Fire is a nice cash boost because I will probably sell that. So yeah, that's very nice. Let's continue with something else. Another moneymaker I'm a big fan of and I will be starting is doing herb runs. Even at lower levels, it's at least 100k profit for only a couple minutes of work. I will need 70 farming for Song of the Elves eventually. But if I get to that point, I might consider still going forward with the herb runs to make a nice cash profit out of it. Besides the herb runs, I've also started doing the birdhouse runs and let's do a quick bank update. So currently the bank value is 3 mil. For now I'm gonna splash a bit and then do more questing. This is the wanted quest completed. The main reason I did this was for the 5k Slayer XP, which got me like 10 early Slayer levels. And now I'm level 25 Slayer. Next up are Ernest the Chicken and Animal Magnetism, because I'm working towards my next boss, which are the Royal Titans, and I want to go for 50 range so I can use the Ava's accumulator. This is Ernest the Chicken completed, Animal Magnetism completed. After that I went for the Royal Titans boss, which is a duo boss. The method I did was using my main at the same time to take care of the minions and use this account to basically do most damage. The 2 prayer scrolls I can unlock from the Royal Titans are very good for the mid combat levels, since they are in between the low and higher prayer boosts for major range. However, since I'm not an Iron Man, I will prefer getting the cash for 77 prayer and just buying the scrolls from the GE. Finally done with the Royal Titans. That was quite a long fight since I'm only level 50 range. So that's another boss taken care of. Now I'm gonna go for Dragon Slayer 1. And that's Dragon Slayer 1 completed. A very nice boost in strength and defense XP as well. I am now going to do the Varrock Easy Diaries. The main reason I'm doing that is for a daily moneymaker of buying battle staves. There we go, Varrock Easy Diaries completed. Let's immediately buy some battle staves, and I'm also gonna start the medium diaries, but I'm probably not gonna be able to finish that yet, due to requirements I have not yet unlocked. Let's put the XP lamp on agility. Since I've only done the easy diaries, I can only buy 15 battle staves each day. After unlocking the medium diaries, I can buy 30 a day, and with the hard diaries, I can buy 60 each day. The jungle demon defeated. Let's finish Monkey Madness 1. Pretty tedious quest in my opinion, but it gives some very juicy XP rewards, and it's also a requirement for other quests, as well as the Dragon Scimitar. So yeah, it had to be done. Let's see what levels I will get. Yeah, that's very nice. 35k in attack and defense, and 20k in strength and HP. So quick update on the stats. These are my current combat stats, and I can use the Dragon Scimitar. Combat level 69.
Nice.
Another nice achievement, the RD Medium Diary. I had to do a couple other quests as a requirement for this, but I don't think it's worth showing that. Thank you very much for the upgraded cloak. It's some nice prey bonus, and also the teleport is very good for a close distance to a fairy ring. And let's put the XP lamp into agility again. And this is also the Lumbridge and Draenor medium diary completed. Let's put the XP in agility. It's time to complete the next boss on the list, which is Barrows. Since I have protection prayers, this is not hard at all. Nothing for the first chest, but that's Barrows completed. I'm gonna do a couple more runs just to see if I will get something. Probably only like 5 runs, and then I'm gonna move on to do something else. Chest 2, nothing. Chest 3, nothing. 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 Let's move on to Recipe for Disaster. So this is the Pirate Pete subquest of RFD completed. And that's the Oakver subquest of RFD completed. The Lumbridge Guide subquest of RFD completed. After that I did the Jungle Potion and Taibo One-Eye. Also the Taibo One-Eye cleanup minigame, because I need 60% for My Arm's Big Adventure. Getting the favor is a bit annoying, but it only took like half an hour or so. There we go, 60% favor. Now let's get out of here. I'm now gonna do one of my favorite skilling AFK activities, which is star mining. I will need level 70 eventually for Song of the Elves, as well as for Desert Treasure 2. The hours are starting to fly up, since I've been splashing for a couple of hours and also doing star mining for a couple of hours. It's time for a farm run, then I'm gonna do the Twilight's Promise, and then I guess more star mining. There we go, Twilight's Promise completed. A couple nice unlocks here, because I can now use the Quetzals, I can use the Valamor teleport, and also 3k Chiefing XP. Another reason I wanted to do this now is because I can use the herb patch in Valamor. It's also time to prepare for Tears of Guttix for the weekly XP in runecrafting, since I will need level 60 runecrafting for Desert Treasure 2. Before I'm gonna do Tears of Guttix, I'm gonna make sure runecrafting is my lowest skill, so I gotta train my herblore a bit. There we go, now runecrafting is my lowest skill. Almost 5k runecrafting XP, that's nice. I've bought 2k raw Karen brands, and that should get me a lot of levels.
2 hours later.
After a couple of hours, I'm finally done with training my cooking for now. So let's do the recipe for disaster monkey subquest. Before starting the monkey part of RFD, I'm gonna do the Troll Stronghold and Troll Romance. Mainly for the agility XP, since I need 48 agility for the monkey part of RFD. And I currently do not have that yet. Troll Stronghold completed. Let's continue with the Troll Romance. This quest also has a boss fight, but it can be easily safe spotted, so it's not a big deal at all. Troll Romance completed for 8k agility XP. Now let's do Depths of Despair. Depths of Despair completed. And that has exactly gotten me to level 48, which is perfect. Now let's continue with the recipe for disaster quest. Finally done after burning a bunch of snakes. That also got me the rune gloves, which is a nice upgrade. So let's immediately buy those. Another quick grind with Mountain Daughter, Elemental Workshop, Ghost Ahoy and Haunted Mine. It has been a while since my last clip. You may have noticed the 100 hour skip in Time Alive. And that is because I've been splashing for a pretty long time. Currently level 81 magic and almost 60 mining. So let's talk a bit about the current stats. As you can see, my melee and range all in their 50s and 60 attack, 57 HP, almost 50 agility, 75 firemaking, so I'm done with that for Desert Treasure 2. 52 hunter is getting up there due to birdhouse runs only. 58 farming due to doing herb runs and also tree runs. 56 crafting. I've used all my starters that I collected doing the star mining, and I bought uncut gems with those, and I cut them myself and then sold it. So yeah, that is where the account is currently standing. Let's work towards the next bosses. The bosses I have in mind are Hespori, Temporos and Perilous Moons. Okay, so now I'm 50 construction. I'm gonna get the Demon Butler and then stop for now. I did a bunch more of training crafting by cutting gems. Finally done with level 61, which I need for Lunar Diplomacy. I'm also gonna put some upgrades in my house since I got 50 construction now. Now I have a teleport room with unlimited teleport to Valamor and Varrock. Ooh, and a genie as well. Thank you very much. Let's put that on agility. Since Slayer is my lowest skill and I do want to start training that for a bit, I'm gonna start off doing Tears of Guttix and get the reward XP in Slayer, and then continue training. There we go, 6.4k Slayer XP, that got me from level 28 to 32. I hope you enjoyed this first episode and that you like the concept of this series as well. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel as well, because it's free and it will help grow my channel. Thank you for watching, I will see you in the next episode.